Guys, all women are manipulators. You guys got to understand that women, they're not born manipulators. A lot of guys say, well, women are born manipulators. Nah, they're born to have that deceiving, feminine energy, to give off deception, to try to entice you, but when it comes down to women being manipulators, all women, they're taught that, girls teach other girls, women teach girls, and women teach other women that has not caught on to the game that they're trying to play with men. And the reason why women are all basically manipulators is because they're trying to get you to supply their narcissism. See, they want you to take them on the trips. They want you to buy them the shoes. They want you to buy them the hair. They want to live out the American dream without working for it. So what they'll do is they'll get into a relationship with you as a man. And a lot of married men is going through this, being manipulated. They'll blame you for everything. Now, even the things that they do that's wrong, they'll try to blame you to make you feel sorry for something that you didn't even do or something that they did. Women are like this. They'll try to cry to manipulate you, to try to get their way, or to try to get you to believe them. Women are very, very good at being a manipulator. They're way better than us men. They even lie. They even tell good lies, but they even tell better lies than us men. They have that spirit, of deception, to deceive, and they're taught to actually do this, to lie, to manipulate, to get their way. They're taught to just do different things, man, to get their way without actually working for it. Because us men, we're taught to be the providers by the Bible and by society. But the thing is that women nowadays, they can provide for themselves. So what was written in the Bible, like men are supposed to provide for women, that type of ancient texts and teachings, that was back in the biblical days that happened. And back in the 70s and stuff like that, when women didn't have their rights to work. But now women have their rights to work. And women got their own houses and all this type of stuff. And they're still being manipulative. Still trying to save all their money and get men to pay their bills and all this type of stuff. Even some of these, a lot of these independent women, they're the same way. Still manipulative. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're independent, still manipulative towards men. Still want to play games. You guys got to really be careful out here. But all women are manipulators. This is the only way that they feel, well, I'm going to say one of the main ways that they feel like they can get their way, by trying to deceive men, by trying to get men, to invest into them. And they'll manipulate you with their beauty. They'll put on a ton of makeup. They'll put on push-up bras, pads in their butts. They'll wear tight pants. They do different things, manipulation tests, to manipulate you, to deceive you, to have you thinking that, oh, she's the woman of your dreams, to get you to pursue them. It's all about trying to get leverage over you. They're always trying to do different things to manipulate a man. You guys gotta be very, very careful. Like I said, man, these women, they're very, very manipulative. You just have to have that discerning spirit. Like for an example, I got a story to tell you guys where, this woman, she had a boyfriend, right? And she knew, like I said, we was flirting with each other. This is at my job. Like, she gave me her number while she had a boyfriend. She didn't tell me she had a boyfriend until after the fact, this situation took place. But she gave me her number. We flirting while she got a boyfriend at my job, right? And then I'm texting her. We text each other about 4 or 5 times. And then she didn't text me back. And then so at the job, I had asked her, I was like, why you didn't text me back? It was like, well, she was like, I'm in a, relationship. I'm going through some, in a relationship with a guy, right? But she already knew before she gave me her number she was in a relationship. She thought that I was very, very desperate for her. You know, she thought that my level of interest was going to be crazy, you know, for her because of how she looked. And then what she did to try to manipulate me was she didn't text me back. And she thought I was going to text her back, but I didn't. And then I asked her about it. Then after that, I just kind of like left the situation alone as far as like texting her. I didn't text her, right? So I kind of fell back a little bit. And then she still was like trying to flirt with me. So we just still flirting with each other. And then guess what, guys? Her level of interest increased. Mine is still the same. Her level of interest has increased, guys. You know, I remember when she used to go on break and I used to be on break, she'll never like say anything. She'll just go on break and, you know, talk to her boyfriend or whatever the case is. But now, while she got a boyfriend, we both went on break yet like a couple of days ago. And then she was like, oh, you want to go to the park? I'm finna go to the park. Because we got a little park by us, you know, when we go on break. But I was like, I'm finna eat or whatever the case is, because she don't always eat and stuff like that on break. But she tried to manipulate me. That was a little fly. She tried to manipulate me, and try to get my level of interest to increase. But her level of interest started to increase in me. So it flipped. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of funny because like I said, I don't say no names. I don't kiss and tell. But like she got a whole boyfriend. And like I said, her level of interest has went up for me. You know, she's pursuing me more, and she's talking to me more and flirting with me more, and she wants to like get closer to me. Like I said before, like after she told me she had a boyfriend, like she didn't, you know, when we went on break, she never said, do you want to go with me to the park? Now she's saying, do you want to go with me to the park and stuff like this? You know, like I said, bro, these women, they're going to try you. They're going to test you. You know, I stayed in masculine frame. I didn't become more desperate for her when she told me that she had a boyfriend, because she already knew she had a boyfriend before she gave me her number. But she still gave me her number because she thought I was that desperate type of guy. But I stayed in frame. And then when I stopped texting her and I kind of like fell back a little bit, we kept kind of flirting a little bit. But now, like, she's more invested into me. And also, too, guys, like I tell y'all guys a story about this chick. Basically, before I clocked in, she wanted me to clock in 3 minutes early, guys. 3 minutes early. She wanted me to clock in, man. And then I was like, what's going on? You bored and stuff like that? Or you want somebody that, you know, you want to talk to somebody? You want somebody to talk to? And then she was like, yeah. And then when I clocked in, guys, 3 minutes early, that's when this other female, she tried to talk to me. You know, this other female I know, you know, I don't really talk to her like that, but she was trying to flirt with me. And then she was like, I didn't say talk to her. I said, I want you to talk to me. So she got jealous. So that increases her level of interest even more. So guys, man, why she got a boyfriend? So all this is happening while she got a boyfriend, guys. So you guys got to understand, man, that it don't really matter, man. You know, any woman is for the taking out here. Any woman that's for the taking. It don't matter if she have a boyfriend or not. So you guys got to understand that, man. So when it come down to female manipulation, you ignore it. You basically, like, make sure your interests, you know, stay at a level that you still in masculine frame. You don't become desperate or needy or thirsty, because that's what women are looking for. They're looking for thirsty guys. And when you don't have no sexual control over yourself as a man, and you want to have sex with a woman so bad and all this type of stuff, because these are the men that women use. These are the women that the women easily manipulate. When you don't have no sexual control, women can easily manipulate you in a snap of a finger, because you gave her your power. It's always about sexual discipline. You know, I can tell that this woman, she still want to have, you know, sex with me and all this type of stuff, because her level of interest is increasing. You know what I'm saying? It's not decreasing. So you guys got to understand that, man. Like, these women, man, when it come down to them being manipulators, they're going to always try to manipulate you, but you have to stay in masculine frame. Like I said, I stayed in masculine frame. My level of interest, it stayed the same. You know, when she, like I said, she tested me basically like twice. Because she gave me her number while she had a boyfriend. And she thought I was going to be desperate for her just because of how she looked. You know, I look good too. You know what I'm saying? That's word to the ladies. I know I look good too. So I'm not gonna like pursue you more than you pursue me. And that's what she thought. That's why she gave me her number while she had a boyfriend. And like I said, man, I kept it at a level where like I'm gonna put in the same amount of work as you. You know what I'm saying? I was basically like, you know, when she gave me her number, I had texted her one time, and then after that, I just basically just start recording and doing my YouTube videos and stuff like that. And I hit her back up like an hour after that, and then she was just like something about don't leave me on red and stuff like that. But like I said, I was being busy, and plus she had a boyfriend, so I'm like, she ain't gonna hit me back up that quick anyways. You know, she got a boyfriend, so. But guys, man, women gonna always try to manipulate you as a man. It's a test that you have to pass. Like I said, guys, I passed the test, and now she's pursuing me even more, guys. All right, so when it comes down to female manipulation, they're gonna do this. Like I said, they'll try to manipulate you as far as like your ego. They want to tear that ego down. That's the one of the main goals. Excuse me, guys. When it comes down to female manipulation, that you're going to try to attack your ego. Women know that men have egos, so they're gonna try to attack it immediately. You know, to make you seem like you're not really worth it. They're trying to make it seem like that. Oh, you're not all of that in a bag of chips. They're gonna try to act like they don't want you like that. You know, they're gonna try to act kind of distant, even when you get a number. A lot of times, I'm not saying all the time. They're gonna still try to act distant and not text you back as quick sometimes. Well, a lot of times, I ain't gonna say all the time, but a lot of times, a lot of women gonna do this. Just to test you, just to see where you at. Like I said, if a woman, excuse me, but if a woman, it's kind of stuffy out here a little bit. But if a woman, like I said, if she try to manipulate you, like if you get a woman number and then you hit her up and she don't text you back within that same day or within a couple of minutes, pretty much later, or within an hour later, bro, get rid of her. No, that woman is really not interested. What she's doing is she's trying to get more beta males in her roster. She's testing you. You know, she's trying to, you know, reel in more beta males. You know, that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to act like she's not really interested in you if she don't text you back that fast. You know, because if a woman's interested, like I said, when I text that female this woman I'm dealing with right now that got a boyfriend, when I text her, bro, she texts back quick. A couple minutes later, like 2 or 3 minutes later, she texts back quick. Like, you know, so you guys got to understand, man, that it was a fly, but you guys got to understand that when it comes down to women trying to manipulate you, you just got to pass that test. And the best way to pass the test when you're dealing with a manipulative woman is to get rid of her. You know, it's to get rid of her. That's the best way to pass the test. Now, some women, like for example, like the woman at my job, she trying to manipulate me, but I could tell that she really like me. You know, I could just tell. You know, some women they'll try to manipulate like one time, but like if you really can actually see her in real life, it's something different. You know what I'm saying? Versus you really don't see her like that. I see this woman, you know, like 4 or 5 days out the week. So I see her a lot. So, and she like me. Like I said, her level of interest is going up. So she's not on no games. Like I said, she not on no games no more, y'all. Because she realized, like, I'm a man of value. Like, and I'm just playing it cool. So, guys, man, it's the best way to, you know, deal with these manipulative women. The majority of them, I'm not saying all of them, because some women, they'll try to manipulate, and then you address the issue. I'm not about playing games. I'm not about being manipulative and all that type of stuff. Then they'll get then they'll get on one accord. They'll straighten up. But for the women that don't straighten up, get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? Just get rid of them, guys. All right. So, like I said, man, women, they're going to try to manipulate you. They're going to try to test you. And when you don't fall for it, it's letting her know that you got other women that like you. Especially when she see it, that you got other women that like you. Like the woman at my job, she see I got other women that like me. You know what I'm saying? So she got jealous. And she got a boyfriend. So it's like, guys, I know I mentioned that more than one time that she got a boyfriend. But that goes to show you that, bro, if a woman really interested in you, it don't matter if she got a boyfriend or not. You know, she'll leave her boyfriend for you if she really, really, really want to be with you. Or if she really want to sleep with you, she'll still do it. Like, women just do whatever they want. You know, they're going to do what they want. They'll do anything to get to what they want. You know, they'll do anything to get more. You know, she got a boyfriend. She probably want better sex. So, hey, I might be the guy that she think that can give her some, you know, she might want to get a taste of the slap. You know, she probably wants some slap work. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, man, like I said, man, women going to try to get you to supply their narcissism. All right? Because it's just in them to be, you know, selfish. You know what I'm saying? But you can break that, you know, that selfish type of mindset of that woman if you let her know that, you know, you're not a fool. If you let her know, look, I'm not on no games, I'm not on no manipulation games. Like, you gotta set the standard, guys. Tell these women straight up. Like, when you get their number, tell them that you're not about playing manipulation games, all this type of stuff, and then they'll understand. Now, if you don't tell them, they're gonna try you. They're gonna try you because they don't know where you really stand with them, and they don't know what you know. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to let women know that you're not on no games, no manipulation games. Like I said, man, I've done it and stuff like that, and women, they accept it. They're like, okay, I'm not on no games either. So, you know, you guys gotta communicate, man. You know what I'm saying, with these women. Let them know. Don't be trying to play the game with them. That's crazy, because she not gonna never know where you stand with her. So be straightforward. If you be more straightforward woman, then you can get to the bottom of the, you know, you can get to the bottom of, like, y'all intentions. You know, it's good to know a woman's intentions, and it's good for her to know your intentions. So y'all already know what the standard is and what y'all gonna be, what type of relationship y'all gonna have. So you won't be wasting your time